Can't believe people play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living.
He didn't say nothing to whack. So when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street is being.
You know what's a sucker to me? A sucker is who pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like you sitting and you go, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight? You think?
Word on the street is that Jay Prince might be coming after 50 Cent for the shots he fired at Big Meech, warning him to ease up on the rat talk or else. But if there's one thing we know about 50, it's that he never backs down from a fight. And this time, it looks like Jay Prince might have picked the wrong opponent. This situation is layered, and Jay Prince's history isn't exactly doing him any favors. His name has been linked to all sorts of shady dealings, extortion whispers, rigged dice games, and even speculation about his involvement in Takeoff's death. So if 50 really wants to go all in, he's got plenty of material to work with. And now, 50 has taken to Instagram, seemingly clapping back at these alleged threats, just to remind everyone how he handles his enemies. But is Jay Prince really standing up for Big Meech? What exactly did he say to 50? And is he making a mistake by going after one of the pettiest men in hip-hop? Let's get into it. If you were wondering, 50 Cent is still applying pressure on Big Meech over those snitching allegations. He's not letting up. But he isn't the only one taking shots. Recently, Top 5 jumped online to drag the former Kingpin, exposing a DM exchange between them. In a video, he straight up called Meech a rat, and even tagged 50, saying, "Yo 50 Cent, come get this fake 60-year-old Kingpin out my DMs before I crash out." Hashtag Big Screech.
This fucking rat thought he could DM me and tap in. Yo 50 Cent, come get this fake 6-year-old Kingpin out of my fucking DMs. Should've worked a regular job like my father. Big Meech, Big Screech. Yo, Lil Meech, call me Lil.
And, of course, 50 wasted no time capitalizing on the moment. He reposted Top 5's video, adding his own twist to keep the trolling alive. While most in the industry are steering clear of this drama, Jay Prince decided to insert himself when literally nobody asked. Some gossip pages are reporting that Jay Prince has been sneak dissing 50 on Instagram, shading him for allegedly using Big Meech's name for clout. He even posted, then quickly deleted, a message claiming he was the one who created the BMF brand. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Insiders claim Jay Prince has been behind the scenes, allegedly sending threats and trying to silence 50. But 50? He isn't flinching. He's making it clear, no matter what they throw at him, he's built for it. He even posted a clip from training day with a caption that simply read, "Get the message."
Maybe we need to change the word for the youngsters. The checking in part, you know, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the proper word, connected, properly connected, or whatnot.
Yeah, they getting tripped up on the semantics.
yeah, they get stuck. I mean, right there, you stuck. So then you stuck on stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid, and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have. You're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing, Rip.
Real talk.
You know
Real
what I mean?
talk.
Who want to have access to power and not use?
Now, fans are roasting Jay Prince, warning him to back off because if there's one person you don't want beef with, it's 50 Cent. Especially when you've got your own skeletons rattling in the closet. For those who don't know, Jay Prince is the CEO and co-founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, one of Houston's most legendary labels. He moves like the self-proclaimed king of hometown, acting as an unofficial bodyguard for rappers visiting the city.
So, I had a dude call me, right? And, that Junior been having some going on down there in Houston, bro. We got the media team in here. So, it's an inside month. Yeah. Now, this month, he's the one that's tied to the dude that makes the loaded dice. Right? Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from Jay Prince Jr. The whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice. Now I'm gonna talk about something. Let me see if y'all catch up with what I'm saying.
But not everyone is buying into his protection narrative. There's been growing speculation that Jay Prince and his son Jazz are running an extortion racket, setting up artists at their infamous dice games. This controversy hit a peak after Takeoff's tragic passing, but he wasn't even the first to lose his life after one of Jazz Prince's dice nights. Just 2 months before, Chicago's Duke the Jeweler won big, $100K, but before he could even leave, he was ambushed and shot. So when Takeoff was killed, fans started questioning Quavo's judgment, wondering why he didn't distance himself from Jay Prince's circle after what happened.
And watch this. And Little Cam are the loaded dice rotators, right? He said what? There was a situation that occurred that a certain jeweler round and got past the dice on accident and was hitting on them for a couple hundred. They got irritated about that. I ain't gonna go too far into that story because, right, boom. The only way they could get their money back was however their money back. He said, but Lil Cam Wolf and Big Caprice are the 3 designated to say I'm up, I got the next, and they pass the dice to each other, but they loaded, but they shooting against them up whoever's in town, the entertainer. Right? They say Jay Prince Jr., he get 30% of whatever the take is.
Now, let's talk about the man accused of pulling the trigger, Patrick Xavier Clark. He was officially indicted by a grand jury for Takeoff's murder, yet nearly 3 years later, there's still no trial date. And here's where things get suspicious. Just a day after his arrest, Clark managed to come up with $1 million bond and walked free on house arrest. Then, in November 2023, the conditions changed. He was no longer on house arrest and didn't even need to wear an ankle monitor. His only restriction? A 7 to 7 curfew. And here's the kicker, court documents show Clark was hit with strict no-contact orders. He can't reach out to witnesses, Takeoff's family, or even Jay Prince Jr. Fans are side-eyeing the whole situation, questioning how Clark went from lockdown to moving around freely with just a curfew. The way this case keeps shifting has people convinced something isn't right. And now, there's a new twist. Clark is standing firm on his innocence. His lawyer, Letitia Canones-Hollins, recently told Rolling Stone that he wasn't the one who fired the fatal shots. She even went after the investigators, calling out the so-called evidence against Clark, claiming that the ballistics and video footage don't add up. She's preparing to dismantle the prosecution's case in court. Bringing it back to all the whispers about Jay Prince and his dice games, these allegations aren't new. Plenty of industry insiders have spoken on it, and WAC 100 has been one of the loudest critics, accusing Jay Prince's son of running a rigged gambling hustle against visiting rappers in. When Jazz Prince was confronted about these allegations, he quickly denied everything, claiming he didn't even know Duke the Jeweler. He insisted that his dice games had nothing to do with Duke or Takeoff's deaths, brushing off the rumors as baseless. But the accusations against Jay Prince don't stop there. He's been tied to extortion rumors for years, but only recently has he been making headlines for it. Just look at what happened in July 2020 when NBA YoungBoy was robbed in Houston. People are saying Jay Prince already has too much dirt attached to his name to be picking a fight with 50, someone who built his career on exposing people. And if 50 decides to put Jay Prince on blast, it's going to get ugly. He's got plenty of material to work with, from the dice game rumors to the alleged extortion schemes. And knowing 50, he won't just expose Jay Prince, he might turn the whole thing into a full-blown movie. But what do y'all think about Jay Prince stepping into this Big Meech drama and allegedly sending threats to 50? Is he making a mistake, or does he actually have a case? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Another thing, when you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your lord. Like, the way you talk it, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know it doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. You would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a lord, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Around here, we don't send us to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. You gotta put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy.
Can't believe people play with people's intelligence the way they play with people's intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living.